In late autumn, in the month of Kislev, in the 20th year of King Artaxerxes' reign, I was at the fortress of Susa Hanani. One of my brothers came to visit me with some other men who had just arrived from Judah. I asked them about the Jews who had returned there from captivity, and about how things were going in Jerusalem. They said to me, things are not going well for those who return to the province of Judah. They're in great trouble and disgrace. The wall of Jerusalem has been torn down, and the gates have been destroyed by fire. When I heard this, I sat down and wept. In fact, for days I mourned, fasted, and prayed to the God of heaven. Then I said, "Oh Lord, God of heaven, the great and awesome God who keeps his covenant of unfailing love with those who love him and obey his commands, listen to my prayer. Look down and see me praying night and day for your people Israel. I confess that we have sinned against you, yes, even my own family. And I have sinned. We have sinned terribly by not obeying the commands, decrees, and regulations that you gave us through your servant Moses. Please remember what you told your servant Moses. If you are unfaithful to me, I will scatter you among the nations. But if you return to me and obey my commands and live by them, then even if you are exiled to the ends of the earth, I will bring you back to the place I have chosen for my name to be honored." The people you rescue by your great power, the strong hand are your servants. Oh Lord, please hear my prayer. Listen to the prayers of those of us who delight in honoring you. Please grant me success today by making the king favorable to me. Put it into his heart to be kind to me. And it came to pass in the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of King Artaxerxes, when wine was before him, that I took the wine and gave it to the king. Now I had never been sad in his presence before. Therefore the king said to me, "Why is your face sad since you are not sick? This is nothing but sorrow of heart." So I became dreadfully afraid and said to the king, "May the king live forever. Why should my face not be sad when the city, the place of my father's tombs lies waste and its gates are burned with fire?" Then the king said to me, "What do you request?" So I prayed to the God of heaven, and I said to the king, "If it pleases the king, and if your servant has found favor in your sight, I ask that you send me to Judah, to the city of my father's tombs, that I may rebuild it." Then the king said to me, the queen also sitting beside him, "How long will your journey be? And when will you return?" So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Furthermore, I said to the king, "If it pleases the king, let letters be given to me for the governors of the region beyond the river, that they must permit me to pass through till I come to Judah. And a letter to Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he must give me timber to make beams for the gates of the citadel, which pertains to the temple, for the city wall, and for the house that I will occupy." And the king granted them to me according to the good hand of my God upon me. Then I went to the governors in the region beyond the river and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite official heard of it, they were deeply disturbed that a man had come to seek the well-being of the children of Israel. So I came to Jerusalem and was there 3 days. Then I arose in the night, and a few men with me. I told no one what my God had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem. Nor was there any animal with me except the one on which I rode. And I went out by night through the valley gate to the serpent well, and the refuse gate, and viewed the walls of Jerusalem, which were broken down, and its gates, which were burned with fire. Then I went on to the fountain gate, into the king's pool, but there was no room for the animal under me to pass. So I went up in the night by the valley and viewed the wall. Then I turned back and entered by the valley gate, and so returned. And the officials did not know where I had gone or what I had done. I had not yet told the Jews, the priests, the nobles, the officials, or the others who did the work. Then I said to them, you see the distress that we are in, how Jerusalem lies waste, and its gates are burned with fire. Come and let us build the wall of Jerusalem, that we may no longer be a reproach. And I told them of the hand of my God, which had been good upon me, and also of the king's words that he had spoken to me. So they said, let us rise up and build. And they set their hands to this good work. But when Sanballat the Horonite, Tobiah the Ammonite official, and Geshem the Arab heard of it, they laughed at us and despised us, and said, what is this thing that you are doing? Will you rebel against the king? So I answered them and said to them, the God of heaven himself will prosper us. Therefore we his servants will arise and build. But you have no heritage or right or memorial in Jerusalem. Nehemiah 2. Nehemiah 2. Then Eliashib the high priest rose up with his brethren the priests and built the sheep gate. They consecrated it and hung its doors. They built as far as the Tower of the 100 and consecrated it. And as far as the Tower of Hananel, next to Eliashib the men of Jericho built. And next to them Zachar the son of Imri built. Also the sons of Hassanah built the fish gate. They laid its beams and hung its doors with its bolts and bars. And next to them Merimot the son of Urijah, the son of Cars, made repairs. Next to them Meshulam the son of Berechiah, the son of Meshezabel, made repairs. Next to them Zadok the son of Bana made repairs. Next to them the Tekoites made repairs. But the nobles did not put their shoulders to the work of their Lord. Moreover, Jehoiada, the son of Paseah, and Meshulam, the son of Bisadeah, repaired the old gate. They laid his beams and hung his doors with his bolts and bars. And next to them, Melatiah, the Gibeonite, Jada, the Meronidite, the men of Gibeon and Mizpah, repaired the residence of the governor of the region beyond the river. Next to him, Uzziel, the son of Harhiah, one of the goldsmiths, made repairs. Also next to him, Hananiah, one of the perfumers, made repairs. And they fortified Jerusalem as far as the broad wall. And next to them, Raphiah, the son of Hur, leader of half the district of Jerusalem, made repairs. Next to them, Jediah, the son of Harumah, made repairs in front of his house. Next to him, Haddish, the son of Hashabniah, made repairs. Malchijah, the son of Harim, and Hashub, the son of Pahath Moab, repaired another section, as well as the Tower of the Ovens. And next to him was Shallum, the son of Halohesh, leader of half the district of Jerusalem. He and his daughters made repairs. Hanan and the inhabitants of Zanoah repaired the valley gate. They built it, hung his doors with his bolts and bars, and repaired 1,000 cubits of the wall as far as the refuse gate. Malchijah, the son of Rechab, leader of the district of Beth Hassarim, repaired the refuse gate. He built it and hung his doors with his bolts and bars. Shallum, the son of Kohoset, leader of the district of Mizpah, repaired the fountain gate. He built it, covered it, hung his doors with his bolts and bars, and repaired repaired the wall of the pool of Shelah by the king's garden, as far as the stairs that go down from the city of David after. And Nehemiah the son of Azbuk, leader of half the district of Beth-zur, made repair as far as the place in front of the tombs of David to the man-made pool, and as far as the house of the mighty, after him the Levites, under Rehum the son of Bani, made repairs. Next to him Hashabiah, leader of half the district of Keilah, made repairs for his district. After him their brethren, under Bavai the son of Henadad, leader of the other half of the district of Keilah, made repairs. And next to him Ezra the son of Jeshua, the leader of Mizpah, repaired another section in front of the ascent to the armory at the buttress. After him Baruch the son of Zabbai carefully repaired the other section from the buttress to the door of the house of Eliashib the high priest. After him Merimoth the son of Uriah the son of Kar repaired another section from the door of the house of Eliashib to the end of the house of Eliashib. And after him the priests, the men of the plain, made repairs. After him Benjamin and Hashab made repairs opposite their house. After them Azariah the son of Maaseiah the son of Ananiah made repairs by his house. After him Benui the son of Henadad repaired another section from the house of Azariah to the buttress, even as far as the corner. Palop the son of Uzai made repairs opposite the buttress and on the tower, which projects from the king's upper house that was by the court of the prison. After him Begaiah the son of Parosh made repairs. Moreover the Nethanim who dwelt in Nophel made repairs as far as the place in front of the water gate toward the east and on the projecting tower. After them the Tekoites repaired another section next to the great projecting tower, and as far as the wall of Ophel beyond the horse gate, the priest made repairs, each in front of his own house. After them Zadok the son of Emma made repairs in front of his own house. After him Shemaiah the son of Shechaniah, the keeper of the east gate, made repairs. After him Hananiah the son of Shelemiah and Hannah the sixth son of Zalaph repaired another section. After him Meshullam the son of Berechiah made repairs in front of his dwelling. After him Outside one of the goldsmiths made a repair as far as the house of the Nethanim and of the merchants in front of the Mifgat gate, and as far as the upper room at the corner, and between the upper room at the corner, as far as the sheep gate, the goldsmiths and the merchants made repairs. Nehemiah 3. Sanballat was very angry when he learned that we were rebuilding the wall. He flew into a rage and mocked the Jews, saying in front of his friends and the Sumerian army officers, "What does this bunch of poor, feeble Jews think they're doing? Do they think they can build the wall in a single day by just offering a few sacrifices? Do they actually think they can make something of stones from a rubbish heap, and charred ones at that?" Tobiah the Ammonite, who was standing beside him, remarked that stone wall would collapse if even a fox walked along the top of it. Then I prayed, "Hear us, our God, for we are being mocked, made that scoff and fall back on their own heads, and may they themselves become captives in a foreign land. Do not ignore their guilt, do not blot out their sins, for they have provoked you to anger here in front of the builders." At last the wall was completed to half its height around the entire city, for the people had worked with enthusiasm. But when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabs, Ammonites and Ashdodites heard that the work was going ahead and that the gaps in the wall of Jerusalem were being repaired, they were furious. They all made plans to come and fight against Jerusalem and throw us into confusion. But we prayed to our God and guarded the city day and night to protect ourselves. Then the people of Judah began to complain, "The workers are getting tired and there is so much rubble to be moved. We will never be able to build the wall by ourselves." Meanwhile, our enemies were saying, "Before they know what's happening, we will swoop down on them and kill them and end their work." The Jews who lived near the enemy came and told us again and again they will come from more directions and attack us. So I placed armed guards behind the lowest parts of the wall. In the exposed areas I stationed the people to stand guard by families armed with swords, spears, and bows. Then as I looked over the situation, I called together the nobles and the rest of the people and said to them, don't be afraid of the enemy. Remember the Lord, who is great and glorious, and fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your home. When our enemies heard that we knew of their plans and that God had frustrated them, we all returned to our work on the wall. But from then on, only half my men worked, while the other half stood guard with spears, shields, bows, and coats of mail. The leaders stationed themselves behind the people of Judah, who were building the wall. The laborers carried on their work with one hand supporting their load and one hand holding a weapon. All the builders had a sword belted to their side. The trumpeters stayed with me to sound the alarm. Then I explained to the nobles and officials and all the people, the work is very spread out, and we are widely separated from each other along the wall. When you hear the blast of the trumpet, rush to wherever it is sounding. Then our God will fight for us. We worked early and late, from sunrise to sunset, and half the men were always on guard. I also told everyone living outside the walls to stay in Jerusalem. That way, they and their servants could help with guard duty at night and work during the day. During this time, none of us, not I, nor my some of the men and their wives raised a cry of protest against their fellow Jews. They were saying, we have such families, we need more food to survive. Others said, we have mortgaged our fields, vineyards, and homes to get food during the famine. And others said, we have had to borrow money on our fields and vineyards to pay our taxes. We belong to the same family as those who are wealthy, and our children are just like theirs. Yet we must sell our children into slavery just to get enough money to live. We have already sold some of our daughters, and we are helpless to do anything about it. For our fields and vineyards are already mortgaged to others. When I heard their complaints, I was very angry. After thinking it over, I spoke out against these nobles and officials. I told them, you are hurting your own relatives by charging interest when they borrow money. Then I called a public meeting to deal with the problem. At the meeting I said to them, we are doing all we can to redeem our Jewish relatives who have had to sell themselves to pagan foreigners, but you are selling them back into slavery again. How often must we redeem them? And they had nothing to say in their defense. Then I pressed further, what you are doing is not right. Should you not walk in the fear of our God in order to avoid being mocked by enemy nations? I myself, as well as my brothers and my workers, have been lending the people money and grain. But now let us stop this business of charging interest. You must restore their fields, vineyards, olive groves, and homes to them this very day, and repay the interest you charge when you lent the money. Grain, new wine, and olive oil. They replied, oh, we will give back everything and demand nothing more from the people. We will do as you say. Then I called the priests and made the nobles and officials swear to do what they had promised. I shook out the folds of my robe and said, if you fail to keep your promise, may God shake you like this from your homes and from your property. The whole assembly responded, amen, and they praised the Lord. And the people did as they had promised. For the entire 12 years that I was governor of Judah, from the 20th year to the 32nd year of the reign of King Artaxerxes, neither I nor my officials drew on our official food allowance. The former governors and contracts had laid heavy burdens on the people, demanding a daily ration of food and wine. Besides 40 pieces of silver, even their assistants took advantage of the people. But because I feared God, I did not act that way. I also devoted himself to working on the wall and refused to acquire any land, and I required all my servants to spend time working on the wall. I asked for nothing, even though I regularly fed 150 Jewish officials at my table. But besides there's all the visitors from other lands, the provisions I paid for each day. Sanballat, Tobiah, Geshem the Arab, and the rest of our enemies found out that I had finished rebuilding the wall, and that no gaps remained. Though we had not yet set up the doors and the gates. So Sanballat and Geshem sent a message asking me to meet them at one of the villages in the plain of Ono. But I realized they were plotting to harm me, so I replied by sending this message to them: I am engaged in a great work, so I can't come. Why should I stop working to come and meet with you? 4 times they sent the same message, and each time I gave the same reply. The 5th time, Sanballat's servant came with an open letter in his hand, and this is what it said: there is a rumor among the surrounding nations, and Geshem tells me it is true, that you and the Jews are planning to rebel, and that is why you are building the wall. According to his reports, you plan to be their king. He also reports that you have appointed prophets in Jerusalem to proclaim about you. Look, there is a king in Judah. You can be very sure that this report will get back to the king, so I suggest that you come and talk it over with me. I replied, there is no truth in any part of your story. I'm making up the whole thing. They were just trying to intimidate us, imagining that they could discourage us and stop the work. So I continued the work with even greater determination. Later, I went to visit Shemaiah, son of Delaiah, and grandson of Mehetabel, who was confined to his home. He said, let us meet together inside the temple of God, and both the doors shut. Your enemies are coming to kill you tonight. But I replied, should someone in my position run from danger? Should someone in my position into the temple to save his life? No, I won't do it. I realized that God had not spoken to him, but that he had uttered this prophecy against me because Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him. They were hoping to intimidate me and make me sin. Then they would be able to accuse and discredit me. Remember, oh my God, all the evil things that Tobiah and Sanballat have done. And remember Noadiah the prophet and all the prophets like her who have tried to intimidate me. So on October 2nd, the wall was finished, just 52 days after we had begun. When our enemies and the surrounding nations heard about it, they were frightened and humiliated. They realized this work had been done with the help of our God. During those 52 days, many letters went back and forth between Tobiah and the nobles of Judah. For many in Judah had sworn allegiance to him because his father-in-law was Shechaniah, son of Bera, and his son Jehohanan was married to the daughter of Meshullam, son of Berechiah. They kept telling me about Tobiah's good deeds, and then they told him everything I said. Tobiah kept sending threatening letters to intimidate me. Nehemiah 6. When the wall was raised and the doors were hung in place, gatekeepers stood watching, singers lifted praise, Levites took their stations, faithful hearts stood strong. Hanani and Hananiah guarded Jerusalem's walls. You said, hold the gates till the sunlight's high. Set watchmen at their houses, let every guard stand by. God of restoration, you gather your people home. city wide and open, but the people still were few. God stirred up Nehemiah to gather every crew, the nobles and the rulers, the families by their line. A record from the first return, a story kept in time. From Parosh to Shephatiah, from Era to Elon's sons. Thousands by the hundreds, returning one by one. God of restoration, you gather your people home. Faithful Redeemer, you lead them city by city, from exile into promise. You number every name, you bring the captives back again. Priests and Levites, singers lifting praise, gatekeepers and servants returning to their place. 42,000 gathered with servants by their side, horses, mules, and camels, of people unified. Leaders brought their offerings, golden garments for the work, and all Israel found their cities as your promise stood firm. God of restoration, you gather your people home. Faithful Redeemer, you lead them city by city, from exile into promise. You number every name, you bring the captives back again. Now the people gathered together as one man in the open square that was in front of the water gate. And they told Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord had commanded Israel. So Ezra the priest brought the law before the assembly of men and women, and all who could hear with understanding on the first day of the 7th month. Then he read from it in the open square that was in front of the water gate, from morning until midday, before the men and women and those who could understand. And the ears of all the people were attentive to the book of the law. So Ezra the scribe stood on a platform of wood, which they had made for the purpose. And beside him at his right hand stood Mattathiah, Shema, Ananiah, Uriah, Hilkiah, and Messiah. And at his left hand Pedaiah, Mishael, Malchijah, Hashum, Hashbadana, Zechariah, and Meshullam. And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, for he was standing above all the people. And when he opened it, all the people stood up, and Ezra blessed the Lord, the great God. Then all the people answered, Amen, Amen, while lifting up their hands, and they bowed their heads and worshiped the Lord with their faces to the ground. Also Jeshua, Bani, Sherebiah, Jamin, Akub, Shabbatai, Hodijah, Maaseiah, Kalida, Azariah, Josabah, Hannah, and Peliah. And the Levites helped the people to understand the law. And the people stood in their place, so they read distinctly from the book in the law of God. And they gave the sense and helped them to understand the reading. And Nehemiah, who was the governor, Ezra the priest and scribe, and the Levites who taught the people, said to all the people, this day is holy to the Lord your God. Do not mourn or weep, for all the people wept when they heard the words of the law. Then he said to them, go your way, eat the fat, drink the sweet, and send portions to those for whom nothing is prepared. For this day is holy to our Lord. Do not sorrow, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. So the Levites quieted all the people, saying, be still, for the day is holy. Do not be grieved. And all the people went their way to eat and drink, to send portions and rejoice greatly, because they understood the words that were declared to them. Now on the second day, the heads of the fathers' houses of all the people with the priests and Levites were gathered to Ezra the scribe in order to understand the word of the law. And they found written in the law, which the Lord had commanded by Moses, that the children of Israel should dwell in the booths during the feast of the 7th month, and that they should announce and proclaim in all their cities and in Jerusalem, saying, go out to the mountain and bring olive branches, branches of oil trees, myrtle branches, palm branches, and branches of leafy trees to make booths, as it is written. Then the people went out and brought them and made themselves booths, each one on the roof of his house or in their courtyards or the courts of the house of God. And in the open square of the water gate, and in the open square of the gate of Ephraim, saw the whole assembly of those who had returned from the captivity made booths and sat under the booths. For since the days of Joshua the son of Nun until that day, the children of Israel had not done so. And there was very great gladness, also day by day, from the first day until the last day. He read from the book of the law of God. And they kept the feast 7 days, and on the 8th day there was a sacred assembly, according to the prescribed manner. Yeah. Yeah. On the 24th day of the month, the children of Israel gathered together and fasted, clothed in sackcloth with dust upon their heads as a sign of sorrow. The seed of Israel separated themselves from all strangers and stood to confess their sins and the sins of their fathers. They read in the book of the law of the Lord for a portion of the day, and for another portion they confessed and worshiped the Lord their God. The Levites stood upon the stairs and called the people to rise and bless the Lord forever, praising his glorious name, lifted above all blessing and praise. They declared that God alone is Lord, the maker of heaven, the heaven of heavens with all their hosts, the earth and all that is therein, and the seas with all their fullness. He preserves all things, and the host of heaven worships him. They proclaimed that God chose Abram, brought him out of Ur of the Chaldees, and gave him the name Abraham. He found Abraham's heart faithful and made a covenant to give his descendants the land of the Canaanites and other nations. God fulfilled his word, for he is righteous. Remembered how God saw the affliction of their fathers in Egypt and heard their cry by the Red Sea. He showed signs and wonders upon Pharaoh and all his servants, knowing their pride. He made his name known and divided the sea, so Israel passed through on dry land, while their pursuers were cast into the deep like a stone. God led them by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, giving them light in the way they should go. He came down upon Sinai, spoke with them from heaven, and gave right judgments, true laws, good statutes and commandments. He made known his holy Sabbath, gave them manna for their hunger, water from the rock for their thirst, and commanded them to possess the land he had sworn to give them. Yet their fathers dealt proudly, hardened their necks, and would not obey. They forgot his wonders and even appointed a leader to return to bondage. But God, being ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and abundant in kindness, did not forsake them, even when they made a molten calf and said, this is thy God. God in his manifold mercies did not leave them. The pillar of cloud remained by day and the pillar of fire by night. He gave his good spirit to instruct them, withheld not his manna, gave them water and sustained them 40 years in the wilderness. They lacked nothing, their garments did not wear out, nor did their feet swell. God gave them kingdoms and nations and divided them by lots. They possessed the land of Zion, king of Heshbon and Og, king of Bashan. He multiplied their children as the stars of heaven and brought them into the promised land. He subdued its inhabitants, gave them cities, houses full of goods, wells, vineyards, olive yards, and trees in abundance. They ate, were filled, grew fat, and delighted themselves in his great goodness. Nevertheless, they were disobedient and rebelled, cast his law behind their backs, and slew his prophets who warned them to return to him. Therefore he delivered them into the hands of their enemies. Yeah, when they cried unto him, he heard from heaven and sent deliverers according to his mercies. But after they had rest, they returned to evil. God warned them again by his prophets, but they stiffened their necks and would not hear. Still, he did not utterly consume them, for he is gracious and merciful. No. Now they confess that God is great, mighty, and awesome, keeping covenant and mercy. They asked him not to let their troubles seem small. The trouble that had come upon kings, princes, priests, prophets, fathers, and all the people since the days of Assyria. They acknowledged that God had been just and faithful, but they had done wickedly. Their leaders had not kept his law, nor served him in the rich land he gave them. Because of their sins, they were servants in a land meant for their blessing. And this increase went to foreign kings who ruled over their bodies and cattle. Now those who placed their seal on the document were Nehemiah the governor, the son of Hakaliah, and Zedekiah, Sariah, Azariah, Jeremiah, Pashur, Amariah, Malchijah, Hatta, Shebaniah, Maluch, Harim, Miramoth, Obadiah, Daniel, Ginathan, Baruch, Meshulam, Abijah, Mijamin, Maaziah, Bilgai, Shemaiah. These were the priests, the Levites, Jeshua the son of Azaniah, Binnui of the sons of Henadad and Kadmiel, Shabaniah, Hodijah, Kelita, Peliah, Hanan, Rika, Reho, Hashabiah, Zechar, Sherebiah, Shabaniah, Hodijah, Bani, and Beninu. The leaders of the people, Parosh, Pahat, Moab, Elam, Zatu, Bani, Bunny, Asgad, Bebai, Adonijah, Bigvai, Adin, Ater, Hezekiah, Azor, Hodijah, Hashum, Bezai, Harif, Anathoth, Nebai, Magbiash, Meshulam, Hezer, Meshezabel, Zadok, Jadua, Pelatia, Hanan, Ananiah, Hoshea, Hananiah, Hashub, Halohesh, Pila, Shobek, Rehum, Hashabna, Maseiah, Ahijah, Hanan, Maluch, Harim, and Bana. Well, now the rest of the people, the priests, the Levites, the gatekeepers, the singers, the Nethinim, and all those who had separated themselves from the peoples of the lands to the law of God, their wives, their sons, and their daughters, everyone who had knowledge and understanding, these joined with their brethren, their nobles, and entered into a curse and an oath to walk in God's law, which was given by Moses, the servant of God, and to observe and do all the commandments of the Lord our Lord, and his ordinances and his statutes. We would not give our daughters as wives to the peoples of the land, nor take their daughters for our sons. If the peoples of the land brought wares or any grain to sell on the Sabbath day, we would not buy it from them on the Sabbath or on a holy day. And we would forego the 7th year's produce and the exacting of every debt. Also we made ordinances for ourselves, to exact from ourselves yearly 1/3 of a shekel for the service of the house of our God, of the showbread, for the regular grain offering, for the regular burnt offering of the Sabbaths, the new moons and the set feast, for the holy things, for the sin offerings, to make atonement for Israel, and all the work of the house of our God. We cast lots among the priests, the Levites, and the people for bringing the wood offering into the house of our God, according to our fathers' houses, at the appointed times, year by year, to burn on the altar of the Lord our God, as it is written in the law. And we made ordinances to bring the first fruits of our ground, and the first fruits of all fruit of all trees, year by year, to the house of the Lord, to bring the firstborn of our sons and our cattle, as it is written in the law, and the firstborn of our herds and our flocks, to the house of our God, to the priests who minister in the house of our God, to bring the first fruits of our dough, our offerings, the fruit from all kinds of trees, the new wine and oil, to the priests, the storerooms of the house of our God, and to bring the tithes of our land to the Levites, for the Levites should receive the tithes in all our farming communities, and the priest, the descendant of Aaron, shall be with the Levites when the Levites receive tithes, and the Levites shall bring up a tenth of the tithes to the house of our God, to the rooms of the storehouse. For the children of Israel and the children of Levi shall bring the offering of the grain, of the new wine and the oil, to the storerooms where the articles of the sanctuary are, where the priests who minister, and the gatekeepers, and the singers are. then we will not neglect the house of our God.
Nehemiah 10.
Now the leaders of the people dwelt at Jerusalem. The rest of the people cast lots to bring 1 out of 10 to dwell in Jerusalem, the holy city, and 9/10 were the dwelling of the cities. And the people blessed all the men who willingly offered themselves to dwell at Jerusalem. These are the heads of the province who dwelt in Jerusalem.
But in the cities of Judah, everyone dwelt in his own possession in their cities: Israelites, priests, Levites, Nethinim, and descendants of Solomon's servants.
Also in Jerusalem dwelt some of the children of Judah and of the children of Benjamin. The children of Judah: Athiah the son of Uzziah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Amariah, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Mahalalel, of the children of Perez and Messiah, the son of Baruch, the son of Kol-Hosea, the son of Haziah, the son of Adiah, the son of Joyarib, the son of Zechariah, the son of Shiloni. All the sons of Perez who dwelt at Jerusalem were 468 valiant men. And these are the sons of Benjamin: Salu the son of Meshullam, the son of Joel, the son of Padiah, the son of Peliah, the son of Messiah, the son of Ithiel, the son of Jeshiah. And after him Gabbai and Salai, 928. Joel the son of Zitri was their overseer. And Judah the son of Sanua was second over this city. Of the priest Jedaiah, the son of Joyarib and Joshua, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Moriah, the son of Ahitub was the leader of the house of God. Their brethren who did the work of the house were 822. And Adiah the son of Jeroham, the son of Peliah, the son of Amzi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and his brethren heads of the fathers' houses were 242. And Amashai the son of Azarel, the son of Azai, the son of Meshullam, of the son of Emma, and their brethren mighty men of valor were 128. The overseer was Zabdiel, the son of one of the great men. Also the Levites: the son of Hashab, the son of Azrikam, the son of Ashabiah, the son of Bunni, Shabbatai and Josabad, the heads of the Levites, had the oversight of the business outside of the house of God. Mattaniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, the leader who began the thanksgiving with prayer. Bakbukiah, the second among his brethren. And Abda, the son of Shemua, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun. All the Levites in the holy city were 284. Moreover, the gatekeepers, Akub, Talmud, and their brethren who kept the gates were 172. And the rest of Israel, of the priests and Levites, were in all the cities of Judah, everyone in his inheritance. But the Nethinim dwelt in Ophel and Zihah and Gishpa were over the Nethinim. Also, the overseer of the Levites at Jerusalem was Uzi, the son of Bani, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micah, of the sons of Asaph, the singers in charge of the service of the house of God. For it was the king's command concerning them that a certain portion should be for the singers, a quota day by day. Pethathiah, the son of Meshezabel, of the children of Zerah, the son of Judah, was the king's deputy in all matters concerning the people. And as for the villages with their fields, some of the children of Judah dwelt in Kiriath Arba and its villages, Dibon and its villages, Jekabzil and its villages, in Jeshua, Moladah, Beth Pelet, Hazar Shul, in Beersheba and its villages, in Ziklag and Makona and its villages, in Rimmon, Zorah, Jarmuth, Zanor, Adullam and their villages, in Lachish and its fields, in Azekah and its villages. They dwelt from Beersheba to the valley of Hinnom. Also, the children of Benjamin from Geba dwelt in Mishmash, Ijah, Bethel and their villages, in Anathoth, Nob, Benaniah, and Hazem, Ramah, Gittaim, and Hadid, Zebon, Nebalak, Elad, Ono, in the valley of craftsmen. Some of the Judean divisions of Levites were in Benjamin.
Nehemiah 11.
Now these are the priests and the Levites who came up with Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, Sariah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amariah, Malush, Hatza, Shekaniah, Rehum, Meremoth, Iddo, Genetor, Vision, Benjamin, Madiah, Bilga, Shemaiah, and Joy, Obadiah, Zadiah, Salu, Amok, Hilkiah, Indadiah. These were the heads of the priests and their kinsmen in the Jeshua. And the Levites were Jeshua, then we got Bill, Sherebiah, Judah, and Mattaniah, who was in charge of the songs of thanksgiving. He and his brothers, also Babuki and Ani, their brothers, stood opposite them in their service divisions. Jeshua fathered Joachim, Joachim fathered Eliashib, Eliashib fathered Joiada, Joiada fathered Jonathan, and Jonathan fathered Jaddua. Now in the days of Joachim the priest, the heads of fathers' households were Asariah, Moriah, Jeremiah, Hananiah, of Ezra, Meshulam, of Amariah, Jehohanan, of Maluchi, Jonathan, of Shebaniah, Joseph, of Hariam, Adna, of Meriah, Helkiah, Vito, Zechariah, of Jeneth, Meshulam, of Abijah, Zitri, of Miniam, and of Modiah, of Bilgasham, of Shemaiah, Jehonathan, of Joiarib, Mattaniah, of Jediah, Uziel, Saliah, of Amok, Eber, of Hilkiah, Hashabiah, and of Jediah, Nethanel. As for the Levites, the heads of fathers' households were registered in the days of Eliashib, Joiada, and Johanan, and Jaddua. So were the priests in the reign of Darius the Persian, the sons of Levi. The heads of fathers' households were registered in the book of the Chronicles up to the days of Johanan, the son of Eliashib. And the heads of the Levites were Hashabiah, Sherebiah, and Jeshua, son of Kadmiel, with their brothers opposite them to praise and give thanks, as prescribed by David, the man of God. Division corresponding to division: Messaniah, Bakbukiah, Obadiah, Meshulam, Talman, and Akab were gatekeepers, keeping watch at the storerooms of the gates. These men served in the days of Joachim, the son of Jeshua, the son of Josiah, and in the days of Nehemiah, the governor, and Ezra, the priest and scribe. Now at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought out the Levites from all their places to bring them to Jerusalem, so that they could celebrate the dedication with joy, with songs of thanksgiving and with songs to the accompaniment of cymbals, harps, and lyres. So the sons of the singers were assembled from the territory around Jerusalem, and from the villages and Netophathites, from Beth Gilgal, and from the fields in Geba and Asmah, because the singers had built themselves villages around Jerusalem. The priests and the Levites purified themselves. They also purified the people, the gates, and the wall. Nehemiah 12. Nehemiah 12. Then I had the leaders of Judah come up on top of the wall, and I appointed 2 large choirs, the first proceeding to the right on top of the wall. Toward the dung gate, Hoshea, and half of the leaders of Judah followed them with Azariah, Ezra, Meshulam, Judah, Benjamin, Shemaiah, Jeremiah, and some of the sons of the priests with trumpets, and Zechariah, the son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micaiah, the son of Zachar, the son of Asaph, and his kinsmen, Shemaiah, Azarel, Milalai, Gilalai, Mai, Nethanel, Judah, and Hanani, with the musical instruments of David, the man of God, and Ezra the scribe went before them. At the fountain gate, they went directly up the steps of the city of David, by the stairway of the wall above the house of David, to the water gate on the east. The second choir proceeded to the left, while I followed them with half of the people on the wall, above the tower of furnaces to the broad wall, and above the gate of Ephraim, by the ancient gate, by the fish gate, the tower of Ananel, and the tower of the 100, as far as the sheep gate. And they stopped at the gate of the guard, and the 2 choirs took their positions in the house of God. So did I, and half of the officials with me, and the priests, Eliakim, Isaiah, Miniam, and Micaiah, Elianai, Zechariah, and Hananiah, with the trumpets in Maaseiah, Shemaiah, Eleazar, Uzi, Jehohanan, Malchijah, Elam, and Nazar, and the singers sang with Jezrahiah, their leader. And on that day they offered great sacrifices and rejoiced, because God had given them great joy. And the women and children rejoiced as well, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard from far away. On that day, men were also appointed over the chambers for the supplies, the contributions, the first fruits, and the tithes, to gather into them from the fields of the cities the portions required by the law for the priests and Levites. For Judah rejoiced over the priests and the Levites who served, for they performed the worship of their God and the service of purification together with the singers and the gatekeepers, in accordance with the command of David and of his son Solomon. For in the days of David and Asaph in ancient times, there were leaders of the singers, songs of praise and songs of thanksgiving to God. So all Israel in the days of Zerubbabel and Nehemiah gave the portions to the singers and the gatekeepers as each day required, and they set apart the consecrated portion for the Levites. And the Levites set apart the consecrated portion for the sons of Aaron. Nehemiah 12. On that day, on that day, on that day, on that day they read the book of Moses to the people. They found that it said no Ammonite or Moabite should ever be allowed in the meeting to worship. The Ammonites and Moabites had not welcomed the Israelites with food and water. Instead they hired Balaam to put a curse on Israel. But our God turned the curse into a blessing. The people heard his teaching, so they separated off foreigners from Israel. Before that happened, Elisha, the priest, was in charge of the temple storerooms. He was friendly with Tobiah. Elisha let Tobiah use one of the large storerooms. The storeroom had been used for grain offerings, incense, and other things for the temple. It was also used for the 10th offerings of grain, new wine, and olive oil. These belonged to the Levites, singers, and gatekeepers. It had also been used for gifts for the priests. I was not in Jerusalem when this happened. I had gone back to Artaxerxes, king of Babylon. I went back in the 32nd year he was king. Finally I asked the king to let me leave. I came to Jerusalem. Then I found out the evil thing Elisha had done. He had let Tobiah have a room in the temple courtyard. I was very upset at this. I threw all of Tobiah's goods out of the room. I ordered the rooms to be purified, and I brought back the things for God's temple, the grain offerings and the incense. Then I found out the people were not giving the Levites their share. So the Levites and singers who served had gone to their own farm. So I argued with the officers. I said, why haven't you taken care of the temple? Then I gathered the Levites and singers. I put them back at their places. Then all the people of Judah brought a tenth of what they had gained in grain, new wine, and olive oil, and they brought it to the storerooms. I put these men in charge of the storeroom. Shelemiah, the priest, Zadok, the teacher, and Pedaiah, Levi. I made Hanan's son and Zachar the helper. Zachar was the son of Mattaniah. Everyone knew they were honest men. They gave out the portions that went to their relatives. Remember me, my God, for this. Do not ignore my love for the temple and its service. In those days, I saw people in Judah working in the wine presses on the Sabbath day. People were bringing in grain and loading it on donkeys on the Sabbath day. People were bringing loads of wine, grapes, and figs into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. I warned them about selling food on that day. Men from the city of Tyre were living in Jerusalem. They brought in fish and other things. They sold them in Jerusalem on the Sabbath day to the people of Judah. I argued with the important men of Judah. I said to them, what is this evil thing you are doing? You are ruining the Sabbath day. This is just what your ancestors did. So our God did terrible things to us in this city. Now you are making him even more angry at Israel. You are ruining the Sabbath day. So I ordered the door shut at sunset before the Sabbath. The gates were not to be open until the Sabbath was over. I put my servants at the gates so no load could come in on the Sabbath. Once or twice traders and sellers of all kinds of goods spent the night outside Jerusalem. So I warned them, I said, why are you spending the night by the wall? If you do it again, wash you away. After that, they did not come back on the Sabbath. Then I ordered the Levites to purify themselves. I told them to go and guard the city gates. They were to make sure the Sabbath remained holy. Remember me, my God, for this. Have mercy on me because of your great love. In those days I saw men of Judah who were married women from Ashdod, Ammon and Moab. Half their children were speaking the language of Ashdod or some other place. They couldn't speak the language of Judah. I argued with those people, I put curses on them. I hit some of them and pulled out their hair. I forced them to make a promise to God. I said, do not let your daughters marry the sons of foreigners. Do not take the daughters of foreigners as wives for your sons or yourselves. Foreign women made King Solomon of Israel sin. There was never a king like him in any of the nations. God loved Solomon. God made him king over all Israel. But foreign women made Solomon sin. And now you are not obedient. When you do this evil thing, you are unfaithful to our God. When you marry foreign wives. Joiada was the son of Eliashib, the high priest. One of Joiada's sons married a daughter of Sanballat, the Horonite, who was not a Jew. So I forced Joiada's son away from me. Remember them, my God. They made the priesthood unclean. They made the agreement of the priests and Levites unclean. So I purified them of everything that was foreign. I appointed duties for the priests and Levites. Each man had his own job. I also made sure wood was brought for the altar at regular times. And I made sure the first fruits were brought. Remember, my God, to be kind to me. Nehemiah 13. Nehemiah 13.